Hi guys, welcome along. Today I'm going to be doing a body weight strength-based exercise with you. So it's very simple, straightforward guys. We've got 4 exercises and variations in those 4, and we're going to work through each one 3 times just to really dumb down on technique and a little bit of strength work. But before we get to that, we'll get a wee warm up, a couple of minutes, just get the body nice and loose, nice and warm, and then we'll get into it. The one thing you'll need guys is, if you maybe need it for doing press ups, is a mat. So just for the knees, but if you don't, all good. So just starting off with me guys, lunging out. In the warm up, take your time. You don't need to worry about rushing. Just getting a bit loose through the joints. Just try and get the back knee down towards the ground. As you step back for me, just a little bit of rotation through the core. Good guys, and just take your feet a wee bit wider than your hips for me. Tuck the hips under, core tight, sinking down into a squat. Just going as low as you're comfortable with. Just keeping that core braced all the way. Push the bum back, weight into the heels. And as you come up to the top guys, a wee bit more rotation. Drop back down in the squat, rotate. Last one. Good, and then big step wide. All I want you to do is just shifting the weight left and right guys. So again, it acts as an exercise to warm up the joints and the legs, but it also acts as a little bit of a stretch through the hips, where you traditionally get a little bit of tightness if you're sitting down all day, if you're doing a lot of activity. So it's just tighten up through this central area. And then bring yourself onto the ground, just into a nice high plank position for me. Step 1 foot forward as close to your pinky as you can get it. Step back, swap legs, same thing. Again, you just hold at your own pace guys, you don't need to rush. Feeling that stretch out. And then this time guys, just hold your feet back. If you need to, pop your knees down. First set is some press up, so down and up. Now I want you to try and get your shoulders in line with your elbows. That's going to be the key through the whole workout, is getting the range. If that means you can't use your toes, it's all good. We're trying to build up the strength of the upper body. So you're going to need to get that range in to let that happen. Really strong, push the hands through the ground. And all you do is walk the hands a little bit closer. And this time, it's almost like you're taking your face right to the ground, further ahead of your fingers. This is more into the triceps. So these are a wee bit more challenging. Good guys, well done. Right, so that's us warmed up. We've been through a lot of the exercise we're going to do in the warm up. So the exercise we're going to start on for our first round is going to be a squat. So we're going to start off with just a conventional squat. We're going to take our time. It's going to be lots of slow movements to really get used to it. So just like you did in the warm up, your feet a little wide in your hips, core tight. Think about really tucking your pelvis under, really pushing it back. Just sit somewhere around the middle area, brace, feet turned out, and then nice and slow guys. So we're looking for about a 4 count on the way down. Let's go. And then pop it back up, squeeze the butt. So push the knees out, really time under tension, pop back up. So it's all about keeping tight here, driving up through the heels. And if you can, as you go on through the round, just see if you can play with that depth, see if you can get a little bit lower. You've got another 7 seconds, guys. I'm going to ask you to add a little bit of speed to it. So just up and down, double time. Let's go. Down, up, down, up. So we up that tempo for 10 to finish the round. Well done. Excellent, guys. Round 1. Round 2 is going to be a sumo stance. So wider feet, toes are turned out. Same thing, very slow. We'll dip up the time a little bit come the end. Deep breath, push the knees out, sink it down. You might not get as low. It's a different kind of move, guys. So push the knees out. We're going to feel it more inner thigh. We're going to feel it right into the glutes. Come up. So it's almost like you're pushing your knees out and you're pulling your knees in. That's the move. That creates the down and the up. Squeeze the butt tight at the top. 10 seconds coming up, guys. 3, 2, 1. Down and up, faster. Let's go. Down and up, faster. Don't let that core collapse. Stay with the technique. Yes, well done. Right, final one, guys. We're going to narrow it up a little bit. So this is going to cost you a little bit of range, but we're really looking for those quads. So down and up, down and up. Control, back up, control. Now depending on your flexibility, depends how low you're going to get. But it recruits less of the glutes, puts a lot more work in the front of the legs. So things like ankle mobility, flexibility through the hips, all that stuff plays a big part here. So working on that if you find there's issues. Let's double that time, guys. Good job, guys. Squats in the bag, well done. 40-second breather, guys, between the rounds. We have done one, we have got 3 left. So we're going to do the little push-up round. So if you've got a mat and you need it for your knees, grab it now, get it on the floor. You're halfway through the rest, guys. So exercise 1 is just going to be standard push-up. We didn't warm up, hands slightly wider than the shoulders. You choose knees or you choose toes. All I'm looking for, weight should be going forward. Elbows and shoulders in line with each other at the bottom. If you need to go into the knees, do the plank, pop the knees down, drive up. So control it down, guys. Lots of strength. Pop back up as best you can. Now how to bridge that transition. On the knees, or on the toes, sorry, go up, drop down, control it, pop the knees down, push back up. That's really going to help you train to get full toe press ups consistently. Help you build from maybe 1 or 2 reps to 9 or 10 reps. But really focus that you're going down, super controlled. Your body's a lot stronger in that way than it is in the way up. Excellent effort, guys. So set 2 is going to be the little narrow press up. So I'll change the angle just so you can see where my elbows go compared to where they were. So this is where the normal push up was, down and up. I'm bringing one hand in, 2 hands in. Nothing else changes. Going forward, driving up. So you're pushing through the heel of the hand, elbows are really tucked, and these are much more based around the tricep area, guys. So a lot of people really try to tone up the back of the arms. This is one of the best exercises for it, but it is pretty difficult. Just always focus that when you come in, your head is about this far ahead of your fingers. You don't want to end up putting the head between the thumbs. You want to go forward and up. You might not get lots of reps in, guys, but just drive as hard as you can. Slow down. And if you need to, just push yourself back up. Control it down. Good effort, guys. Well done. Final set on the press-ups. What you're going to do this time, guys, you're going to go back to your wide normal press-ups. Come down. When you come up, you have a shoulder tap. You go down, you come up, you have a shoulder tap. So got that little bit of stability involved now, where we're lifting one of our arms. Let's go down, up, shoulder tap. Now what you want to do is take your feet or your knees slightly wider. That's going to help you not rotate. It's going to help your balance. Looking strong, guys. You got 10 seconds to go. Good job, everybody. Well done. 2 rounds down, halfway, team. We're moving it back from upper to lower. So we have a lunge variation going on now. 3 rounds, each one will be a little bit different than the last. Halfway through the rest, guys, you've got 20 seconds before we start. So exercise 1, nice and simple, conventional backward lunge. Step it back, drop it down, step it in. So make sure when you step back, you're going in a straight line. By that I mean, there's still the gap that we'd have when you're here. You're not trying to step directly behind. That will help your balance. So let's go. Step, drop, rise, step. So it's a 4 count. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lots of control. You want to make sure, guys, you take a nice long stride and you're pushing the weight through the front heel. That's going to help get the glutes to activate, get as much muscle recruitment going on every single rep as we can. It's all about body weight, so we're really looking on that technique to really challenge us. Good work, guys. So side lunges. Feet together. You're going to give me 1 big step out, drop down, punch back in. Going to stay on the same leg. I'll give you the shout when to change. But we're really looking for out, big step, sink back, weight in the heel, punch back in. Same again. So the inside leg is going to stretch out. Drive yourself up. And you're going to swap legs, guys, on this one. Well done. Same thing, just going the other way. So you'll probably find one leg is much better at it than the other. That's okay. You've got coordination better on the left or the right. Also, flexibility and strength aren't always symmetrical on both sides of the body. Just through time, that will redress and you'll feel it eases off. Yes. Well done, guys. Good job. Right. Final one, just a wee front lunge. So feet together, same as the backwards, but this time you step, push, push, come back in. Getting a wee bit more coordination, a wee bit more challenge on the balance because your entire body has to move with you now rather than just staying still. So you have to come out, 1, 2, push back. 1, 2, push back. That's it. Again, posture. Don't need to rush it, guys. Plant that front heel firm. Down and up. 10 seconds to go, team. Yes, excellent, guys. We've made it through 3 of the 4 rounds. Good work so far. Chance to give a wee drink in the breather. You get 40 seconds downtime before we start on the final round, kind of focusing on upper and core. It's your 20-second countdown, guys. So, get them out again if you need it. Exercise 1 is going to be a little plank variation. Again, challenging the upper body. We're going to start on the elbows. Take your feet a little bit wider than you might normally. And you're going to come hand, hand, elbow, elbow. Come and join me. Push, push. So you're trying to keep the feet wide to stop the hips from rocking. There's going to be a little bit of movement, but through time and through building that strength, that's going to get smaller and smaller. Again, your option is your knees, particularly as your shoulders are going to get tired. This is quite intense on the upper body as well, because they have to lift your weight up. Almost one arm at a time. 10 seconds, team. Good effort, well done. We're going to roll it over, onto the back. Using my hat for this one. So what we're going to do, guys, we take the legs up, take the arms up, alternate that, out, back in. Alternate that, out, back in. So you go left arm, right leg. Core tight, you're always looking for that brace, especially on that leg movement. Now if you're feeling it in the lower back, guys, when you take your leg out, don't go quite as high. Control. This is all about building that core stability and really strengthen it up so that when you add your big weighted exercises, your body's a lot more able to cope with it because you've done the basics, done the building blocks. If you've got a wee bit more in the tank, you can double it, both together. Good work, guys. Our final exercise of today. We're back round on the front. This time on the hands, tapping the foot, left and right. Again, a lot of pressure on the shoulders because you're on the upper body. You're on the hands rather than the elbows, left and right. Again, key on the core exercises, guys, is not moving. The only thing I want to see going is that leg out and in. Now you can make it a tiny wee step or a big step, you choose. And if you need to, guys, drop it down to the knees, straighten and bend, straighten and bend. You might find you're getting fatigued through the core, your back's maybe getting a little bit tight, or just your shoulders having to support your weight for that length of time. Good work, team, well done. Excellent, guys, we've made it all the way through. Happy days. Hopefully you enjoyed the workout. Hopefully you got a wee bit sweaty, a wee bit of breath, just like me. We'll get a quick cool down stretch and you can be on your way. So just taking one hand across the chest, pulling it towards you. Shoulder stretch. So upside. So it just goes, guys, you don't need lots of equipment to get a quick workout in. And all those bodyweight workouts, if you control the tempo, you look at techniques, they'll help you become more robust. Both hands behind the back, squeeze the shoulders back as you build and add more exercises to your repertoire. So things like weighted squats, deadlifts, all those exercises we did have all got parts to play in those moves. So strengthening them up, getting them really sound in technique and coordination will help you when you come to the big exercises. Just one heel up towards your bum, guys, knees together. Push your hips forward. Same leg out in front. Just tip down, push the bum back, feel the stretch up through the hamstring. And then back up standing. Other heel up. Again, knees together, push the hips through the front. Back out in front. And then upstanding, guys. Little twist. And that is us, guys. Thank you very much for coming along. Hopefully you enjoyed the workout. I will see you next time.